Hello, I'm Simon Whistler, you're watching TopTenzNet, and in the video today we're looking at the top 10 athletes who died while playing.
Number 10. J.V. Cain. J.V. Cain was a tight end for the St. Louis Cardinals in the 1970s. He had been the tight end for 6 years and was racking up great statistics for the team. On July the 22nd, 1979, Cain was taking part in the team's training camp in order to get ready for the new season. This day was also his 28th birthday. During camp, he was running a normal pass route and suddenly took a few steps backward, huddled over and collapsed. Cain died from congenital heart failure. Though he didn't die during the normal NFL season, he died suddenly doing something that he loved. Number 9. Howard Glenn. Howard Glenn was an American football player for the AFL. He joined the AFL's New York Titans in 1960 as a starting offensive guard. Glenn stands out as the only player to die from injuries that were sustained during a normal season football game. While Glenn's future as an offensive guard looked promising, he suffered a broken neck on October the 9th in a game against the Houston Oilers in the first half. A few hours later, he died because of injuries to his spinal cord. His number 66 jersey was retired. Number 8. Bill Masterton. Bill Masterton was from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and was signed by the Montreal Canadiens right out of college in 1961. He was an All-American player and was a great addition to the team. He spent most of his years playing in the minor league and then quit for some time to work for a corporation. In 1967, the North Stars added him to the team and he became the first player to score a goal for the team. On January the 13th, 1968, the North Stars were playing the Oakland Seals. Masterton had the puck and was close to scoring, but passed the puck. Masterton was tracked by two players of the Seals team and immediately fell backwards on the ice, his head slamming against it. He died shortly after due to a massive brain hemorrhage. It was so bad that the doctors couldn't even operate. Number 7. Chuck Hughes. Chuck Hughes was another promising player in the NFL. While in college, he set 7 different all-time football records. A notable record is the Hughes' 17 interceptions in a single game against Arizona State in 1965. After graduating from college, he was a 4th-round draft pick for the Philadelphia Eagles. He played for the Eagles for 3 years until joining the Detroit Lions in 1970. Hughes was listed as a wide receiver on the roster, but many of his plays were made on special teams. During the final minutes of a game against the Chicago Bears, Hughes suddenly fell forward without any type of contact. Players and fans thought he was faking an injury to stop the clock. However, Hughes had suffered a fatal heart attack. The game was concluded, but in silence. Number 6. Ray Chapman. Ray Chapman was a Major League Baseball player. He stands as the second player to have died as a result of injuries during a baseball game. In 1912, he joined the Major Leagues and played for the Cleveland Naps. He was the leader in the American League in runs scored as well as walks. He was known for bunting and was a great shortstop. On August the 17th, 1920, the Naps were playing the Yankees. The Yankees pitcher Carl Mays threw the ball and it hit Chapman on the head. Fans thought that the sound of the ball hitting his skull was the sound of it hitting his bat. Chapman was taken to hospital and died 12 hours later. His death emphasized why players need to wear batting helmets and why the spitball has been banned. Number 5. Frank Hayes. Frank Hayes was a horse jockey. He was 35 years old and had been training horses for most of his life. He was chosen to ride a horse named Sweet Kiss by the owner. Hayes would participate in the Belmont Park racetrack in New York. Though the odds were against winning, Hayes was still ready to run the race and give it a try. In February of 1923, to everyone's surprise, Sweet Kiss won the race. Once the race was over and the horse finally stopped, the horse's owner ran out to the field to congratulate Hayes, but he was slumped in the saddle and not moving. Doctors confirmed that Hayes had had a heart attack during the race. As weird as it may be, Frank Hayes stands as the only jockey that has won a race after his death. Number 4. Scott Brayton. Brayton was a race car driver from Coldwater, Michigan. He was able to take part in 14 Indianapolis 500s from 1981 until his death. During the 1980s, Brayton is well known for introducing a Buick stock block V6 to the racing world. He was able to score his best finish at the Speedway in 1989, finishing in 6th but still 7 laps down. In 1993, he matched the same stats. When the Indy Racing League was announced in 1996, Brayton was considered a contender of the IRL title. Though the season started off rough, he was able to qualify and won his second Indy pole. On May the 17th, 1966, Brayton was practicing in his backup car when a tire blew. His car went into turn 2, spun around, hit the outside of the wall, and eventually stopped. Brayton hit the wall at speeds higher than 230 miles per hour. He died because of the severe impact with the wall. Number 3. Ed Sanders. Ed Sanders was a boxer that competed on the minor level, the professional level, and even in the Olympics. His first Olympic boxing championship was in the 1952 Summer Games. He easily knocked out his opponent and went on to win his second fight. At this time, the only person keeping Sanders from the gold medal was Ingemar Johansson. After the Olympics, Sanders went professional and fought 8 fights in 9 months, losing 2 of them. On December 12, 1954, Sanders was boxing Willie James. This would be his last fight. During the first 10 rounds, the two traded heavy blows. By the 11th round, Sanders appeared to be tired. James hit Sanders with a punch combination, and he fell and lost consciousness. He never regained consciousness and died after doctors tried to relieve bleeding in his brain. Number 2. Reggie Lewis. Reggie Lewis was a basketball player for the Boston Celtics from 1987 to 1993. He had an average of 20.8 points a game and finished with a career average of 17.6 per contest. In 1992, Lewis was chosen to play his first and only NBA All-Star game, which was held in Orlando, Florida. He was able to top play 15 minutes of the game and scored 7 points. He also grabbed 4 rebounds. During a Celtics practice game on July 27, 1993, Lewis died suddenly. He suffered sudden cardiac arrest and was only 27 years old. Number 1. Dale Earnhardt. Dale Earnhardt was an American race car driver known for driving stock cars in NASCAR's top division. He is greatly known for his success in the Winston Cup Series. He won 76 races during his career and was able to take home 7 championships. In 1998, Earnhardt was able to pull off his first and only Daytona 500 win. During his career, he took on many different epithets: the Intimidator, Ironhead, and the Man in Black. During his race in the 2001 Daytona 500, Earnhardt died in the last lap of the race. His car slid off the track and went onto the flat apron, and then turned sharply back towards the outside retaining wall. His car was then hit by the number 36 car, and both cars hit nose first into the wall. Earnhardt hit the wall at a critical angle, going about 150 miles per hour. His car was in ruins, but many thought the crash was minor. Earnhardt died from the injuries sustained from crashing into the wall.
So I really hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please do give us a thumbs up below, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Button on the screen as well as below the video. And if you did enjoy this video by us, why not check out some of our other videos that are over there on the right. One is the top 10 athletes that changed sports history, and below that we've got the top 10 toughest athletic challenges. So I'm sure if you like this sports-based video, you'll probably enjoy those over there as well. And thank you for watching.